What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Kai. I'm back with another one. So today we're going to be looking at super or no full power Ssj4 Goku on GT. We're just going to be revisiting his team. So this is Kami Files episode 2. Hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, so there's that. So I wanted to talk about quickly the flaws with Ssj4 Goku and why he's not as dominant as he should be, even though he seems like an impressive unit, right? So where they fucked up with my boy, and I hate to say this because he was second anniversary unit. I feel like they held back on him. He has everything. He has the potential to do a lot of damage, but is very inconsistent, I would like to say, because he's 100% dependent on needing his blast cards to output any damage. Like 100%. If he doesn't get his blast cards off, he's not doing any damage at all. I think that's where they kind of messed up with him, in my personal opinion. And the number one thing for sure that I really hate about this unit, why I think they messed up on, is the way they handle his increase on draw speed. His kit 100% supports it, and to really see him out do crazy amounts of damage, you really want to get increase our draw speed, but you can only get it via the main ability. And I feel like because they did it that way, you have a habit of wasting your ultimate because of that, because sometimes you just want to increase our draw speed so you can have a longer combo, and I feel like you end up wasting your ultimate because of that. And ultimates are very powerful, so you don't want to waste them, but I feel like that ends up happening a lot just because you want your increase on draw speed, but you only get it for 15 timer counts. That's the bad thing about this. That's a very short time. I think that's where they messed up with him. Personally, I like to see this. If this guy gets a Zenkai, I like to see them bump that up to probably 30 40 timer counts at least. And yeah, best thing about this unit is, my personal opinion, is that he recovers ki when someone's gonna match him. I love units that recover ki when they come into the match. So this is my GT squad. So there's that. This is no the buffers, stuff like that. You guys know how that stuff goes. So yeah, we're going to hop into about 3 matches real quick. I'm just going to show you guys what Ssj full power Goku is able to do in this current meta. Alright, so we are here with some post commentary. I'm going to show you guys my first matchup. We're going up against Fusions. So yes, because I know you guys missed the post commentary in the last Kami Files video, most likely, but I was busy. So there's that. So Ssj for full power Goku, as you saw there, the first time coming into the match, able to do some solid damage with Broly. Now, like I said, the biggest problem that I don't like about this guy is that he's lacking in increased our draw speed. Even if you do, when you get into a situation, if you do have a full hand of blast cards, or at least 3 blast cards, he still is able to output insane damage. But the thing is that you can get into a situation where he comes into the match and he doesn't have any blast cards. When that happens, he's not able to get any damage inflicted when he comes into the match like that. He gets a base like small 20% or 15% from his kit, but he gets most of his damage from every time he uses a blast card. So there's that. So on a team like GT, where it's kind of a mixture of strike mostly, and then the Super Baby 2 was a support unit, it definitely is kind of weird, right? So it is some situations where his damage is super piss poor, because you have situations where he doesn't have increased or draw speed. On top of it, you get into a situation where he's on an old team with other strike units, and it's mostly strike cards, so he can't get his damage inflicted up. So I think that's probably the biggest flaw about him, in my personal opinion. The increased or draw speed thing is just about, I guess it's just more my play style. That was just such a big no-no, the way they handle, like, what is 15 timer counts, bro? I feel like since he was a second anniversary unit, they nerfed him down. Like they probably saw, like, nah, he's gonna be too good. We gotta like lower him down a little bit, because he's gonna be destroying Blue Vegito, and everybody's gonna start whining, right? So I feel like that's the reason why they kind of capped out on how good he could be, in my personal opinion, because like he has everything there, but it's just missing one or two things, or one or two things are not in the right place, I could say. So there's that. So yeah, so that was a bad play by me there, really bad play by me here. It's like here on Kami Files on this series, like I kind of care less about trying to like make the unit more good. Because I'm more, most of the time I'm going to be showing off more older teams and more older units anyway. I would try obviously my best to make them look good, but more of my adjustments here is kind of to show you guys the flaws, and then kind of talk about what the team probably needs, personally, in my opinion there. So yeah, that's like my goal. Like, and then like most of the times when I'm trying to like play at my best is probably when it comes to the showcasing on the new units, right? So there's that's just my philosophy of how I'm going to be doing this series, because I want this to be more of a laid back, lenient series, in my personal opinion, because it's meant to just be there as ways I can have more videos with I guess less taxing on the editing process, if you guys can understand. It's something only content creators can understand, but There's that. So Broly is over here giving us the fucking hands right now, but I did not swap out because I don't know why didn't I swap out. That was a pretty dumb move by B, but all around I already knew that we had the win in the bag anyway. Either way, so there's that. So I knew that he didn't have his advantage anymore, so I go straight to a card. And I've been getting all these laggy ass matches, but next match. Yeah, so despite Ssj4 full power Goku being lacking in various, he still has a good amount of utility, right? So he has the recovery key 50 when he's with a Saiyan on the team. That is probably one of the best things that you could ever give anybody. I just love units that can recover key as soon as they come into the match. It's just a beautiful thing for me. Just be able to get 50 key just for coming in the match. I don't know. And all the Ssj4s do that, right? So I hope that's something that they keep when they drop Ssj4 Gogeta. I just would love that, man. A full squad that just comes in every time comes in and get key every time they come in. I would just love that, man. But yeah, that, and he does have a 45% damage reduction for 10 time accounts when he comes into the match. Also, I think when he's one of Saiyan, which is also really solid. So he actually is able to be a very solid tank on your team. Not like a super tank, but he can tank fairly decently, fairly well with a 45% damage cut. That's really good actually. That's around what most defensive units get nowadays. It's like 50 the new standard for defensive units, but what is that? But their defensive stats are higher, so that's a little different. So yeah, so like I said, as you just saw there, like that was solid damage from Ssj4 Power Goku. I just saw there, really solid damage. As you see, he can put out solid damage, but like I said, it is very inconsistent. I feel like if they ever Zenkai this unit, they would probably need to just give him a base, probably 40% damage inflicted, and then he gets the rest of the damage from the blast card. And it may seem OP, but it's like, at this point, fuck it, bro. Y'all making all these other Zenkai's OP. It's like, and it's obviously that Zenkai's are not gonna stop. That's the thing. It's like, a Zenkai system is that was solid damage. I forgot his ultimate, not his ultimate, his special move does more damage every blast card he has in his hand. I think if he has a full hand full of blast cards, 3 blast cards, it does 100% special move damage. So really powerful special move. I forgot all about that. So there's that. So yeah. What was I talking about? I was talking about the Zenkai's Ssj4 Power Ssj4, right? Like they've been making, like, I guess people just see it as in the ways that like people most likely won't spend. I guess that's how Legends is seeing it. They won't spend if Zenkai's are underwhelming, which I can understand because nobody just wants to spend no Chrono Crystals for mid old ass units, right? So I can understand why they decided to make some of them OP so they can make more money. But I guess at the end of the day, that's where the greed part started coming. As you can see, as our boy the purple Ssj4 Goku comes in and does some pretty solid damage to Blue Go Vegito. But yeah, I think that's the reason why I don't think that Zenkai's are just magically just going to get like nerfed. Like obviously we're going to get a few ones that's going to be mid, but they're always going to drop probably some super crazy ones every once in a while so they can run that bag. I think that's undeniable. I think that's just bound to happen because like they're not making any profit if they just do it for mid unit, make these units mid, all these Zenkai's mid. Like it's like, how do you even balance Zenkai? Like 4 abilities, you got the Zenkai ability on top. Like you. Let me not say that. You can still balance them, but how do you balance them without making them too OP, but not making them mid? I think it's impossible. I think with Zenkai, you just got to make them OP or they're just mid. So there's that. Alright, so final match of the video, we are going up against the Fusions team, which I've been seeing a lot of recently, obviously because of Blue Vegeta. So this time we are running Omega once again. His green, I forgot I went Omega's green card. This time amazing green card. Omega's an amazing unit to this day. I think he's aged I think he himself as a unit, now reusing him alongside this guy, he himself as a unit has aged well, but I feel like his teams have not aged well. So I feel like that's the reason why he doesn't get as much play as he probably should. But he's still crazy, man. That green card is phenomenal. The AoE ultimate is crazy. As you can see, holy shit. Blue Gogeta's doing a lot of damage here to our boy purple Ssj4 Goku. But he's still standing his own, so it's not nothing to worry about. Omega Shenron, I already know he's going to swap out. I already know because the Omega Shenron was about to put that work in, boy. So we're going in. See, solid blast damage, right? But see, that's the problem right there, right? Like I don't know. It could have been so much more if you just had base damage, better base damage when he came into the match. I understand the idea of you that you need to stack him. I don't know. Maybe it's just a unit that's like me. He needs just more of a higher skill threshold. He's lacking. He's definitely lacking in some areas. It's just not me. I know I've been playing bad these matches. I'm super rusty, but he's definitely lacking in some areas, man. Oh, look at that damage. Look at that damage. Go ahead, swap out. Go ahead, swap out. I already know you're going to do it, bro. Go ahead, swap out. I don't remember all the matches I recorded, but I think I remember this one. Yeah. This is the one where the guy didn't even get to transform with this old Vegeta, right? Yeah. Because that's how I remember this match. Yeah, so I think I said everything I can say about Full Power Ssj4 Goku. I talked about his pros, his cons. I mean, like I said, is there really anything that... yeah, the good thing about him is that, yeah, he can't output insane blast damage, but, like, it's in very small bursts, and it's very inconsistent, like I said. So, and I don't really like inconsistency, even though as much as I love Ssj4's. Yeah, so it's the reason why I think GT fell off as fast. I just hate that he was like an anniversary unit, right? And when you look at all the other anniversary units, like it's Fusamasu, who I'm flying right now. He's still good to this day. He's still solid to this day. Blue Vegeta's still solid to this day. Rage Trunks is kind of meh, to be honest, in my personal opinion. But those two are still solid. But then you look at Mega Shenron, who's still good as well. But when you look at Full Power Ssj4 Goku, and then you compare him to the rest of the anniversary units, it's just like he's just nowhere to be found. And even when the anniversary was around, I feel like he was nowhere to be found. This is due to a lot of factors, how they handled the GT team. So the GT team, they definitely need a lot of help. They need a yellow and a couple other units, but I still have hope in this team. This is one team that I want to see become very powerful, and hopefully when Ssj4 Gogeta drops, that happens. So it's your boy Kaiko. I got more content. This is Kami Files episode 2. Just showcases some old teams, stuff like that, take you guys back. And yeah, I got more content, and I'm out.